We're going to take you back live to the Comrades Marathon out in KwaZulu-Natal, where SABC News anchor Stacey Holland is on the ground in Durban at the People's Park, also closely monitoring the action there's runners take on this iconic and grueling race. Stacey, a very good afternoon to you. I mean, we're edging closer to the cut-off time. What are you observing right at the finish line at People's Park as more and more runners aim to make it inside the finish time?
Alicia, forgive me, I can't hear you 100% because it's such a hive of activity here. We're about to give away prizes, and I managed to get Gerda Steyn. She ran to us. I can't believe we actually made her run after she ran a whole 90 kilometers. But as the sun begins to set and the chill sets into the air here in Durban, we're reflecting upon the 98th Comrades Marathon, the ultimate human race. It really was an all South African affair where Tete Dijana sprinted all the way to gold, and then Gerda Steyn got her third back-to-back win and a fourth Comrades title. So I can call you the queen of Comrades. She joins us here. Gerda, you've redefined what is possible for female runners in South Africa in the ultramarathon space as well. What is it feeling like for you professionally and then, of course, personally?
Thank you so much. I mean, it's so difficult to explain this feeling. It takes time for it also to settle in and to really realize what it meant. And the thing for me is just that I know when I run now, the days where I run for myself is long gone. I know now my running carries meaning for so many others, and that is really what makes it so meaningful to me.
When you say that, I can totally understand, because I've just been watching you interact with everyone in the marquees, and everyone is so excited just to get a picture with you and to hug you.
That to me is something that I really struggle to find the words for. I can't imagine my running career without that type of support.
You always have your race preparation so dialed in. I looked at your 2024 preparation and you said 5:49, and that's exactly what you met. All your split times were met. Was it the same this year? Did it change at all? Did you stick to your plan?
I stuck to my plan, yes. I think especially in the beginning of this race, it was very important for me to stick to my plan. There was a lady who was opening up quite a significant gap on how the way I was running or the place I was running. So that to me was a moment where I was really having to concentrate and to make sure that I stick to the plan that I feel is best for me on the day. But it can also change when it comes to race tactics. One must not stick to their plan so much that it overrides your chances of winning. If moves are being made, you have to follow. So it was important in the beginning, but in the second half of the race, it was different. And I really enjoyed how this race played out. There was, in the last 10 kilometers of the race, another lady closed the gap on me. And the second lady was at one point only 2 minutes behind, which is not a lot at all. So there was a little bit of both. It was following my plan, but also following the race strategy.
It's all about that chess game that you're playing while you're running. Yvette Francel chatted to us, and she's obviously your teammate. It was her debut Comrades Marathon, and she said it was one of the most grueling things she's ever done. I wonder, you finished, I think it was 54th or 59th in your first Comrades Marathon. When did it start to change for you, where you really said, I can win this thing? And perhaps Yvette has to get to that point, right?
Absolutely, yes. I feel in a little bit, in a way, privileged that I was able to experience my first Comrades without anyone knowing who I am, without any pressure. I just started running, just took on running socially and enjoyed it. But it was already in that moment where I fell in love with the sport and with the race as well. Things changed as the years went by. I got more and more serious about running to a point where I was thinking that perhaps this can become my career. And it took me a few goes. I was fourth before I won. I was also second before I won. And again, that just makes the depth of winning so much deeper. Knowing that I have tried and failed before, but it is possible to still come out as the winner in the end.
What do you think when you're coming in and perhaps the body is tired but the mind can still go? What are those thoughts that you dig deep to?
Yeah, I think with something like the Comrades Marathon, you can only train physically up to a certain point. After that, it's you and your mind that will carry you to the finish line. And that was in my mind as well on race day. I was starting to feel fatigued. I was starting to get tired, but I told myself that I have to stay strong in this moment and let my mind carry me to the finish line. And then again, because I know it's not just for me that I run. There's a lot of people who supported me, who followed my journey, who wants to see me succeed, and I just had that in the forefront of my mind.
Finally, Gerda, this race is about community. It's about giving back, like you just mentioned. Now, charity is such an important element of the Comrades Marathon. What does that mean to you to be part of something that gives back into the communities of South Africa?
It is a massive feeling. It's such a positive input that comrades have got on not just the running community, but the wider community in South Africa. They bend over backwards to invite charities, to support charities, to do good work, not just for runners, but for those who really need it. And to be a part of it, or perhaps be a face of something like that, it's very important, and it's really a special feeling to know.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to come and chat to us. I know those legs are aching. Congratulations. It was exhilarating to watch you. It was superb to see you win your 4th Comrades title as well.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Chatting to the Queen of Comrades, Gerda Steyn. And as I mentioned, 3 back-to-back, her 4th win. But ultimately, she's reflecting about carrying this win on her shoulders because it's for South Africa. It's all about community. It's all about our country. It is the ultimate human race. It's back to you, Alicia, in studio.
Absolutely. Stacey Holland, the SABC News anchor, right at the Comrades Marathon finish line at People's Park in, of course, in Durban.